Hello, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. So, Gina Carano. She obviously was essentially blacklisted, I guess you could say, by Disney. Removed from The Mandalorian, although people sort of speculate that that's not the case. Jasper cameo! Yes! Good to have him here. Anyway, sorry. Well, it makes sense to anyone that's just drifting by the channel. But Jasper's a big part of this channel. He's my bro. Anyway, Gina Carano got binned off by Disney. Wasn't going to have her contract renewed for The Mandalorian. It was essentially a firing because she didn't kowtow to the current trend in Hollywood. And make no mistake, it's absolutely a trend. They always peak and trough and go through these things. Since then, obviously, she'd done like an interview with, was it the Daily Wire? and Daily Wire are now producing their own movies, trying to sort of get into that. And I think that there's a market for that. Whether you agree or disagree, there's absolutely 100% a market for those things, without a shadow of a doubt. Now, she was going to be making her own movie with the Daily Wire. We didn't know anything about it, but we do now. So this is the first details of that. It's an exclusive to Deadline. So all the information here comes to us from Deadline. And it is quite interesting. I wouldn't say that this doesn't signify a huge return to form for Gina Carano. Rather than a return to form, it's a sidestep. It's a sidestep because she's doing stuff which she didn't really do before. And it's not just being employed by someone to work on a film, you know. She's producing and things like that, and also starring. So it's a sidestep. It's actually a change of direction for her career. And it could be a really, really good one. It could be a lucrative one. But exclusive is the details of the film itself. Gina Carano will have her revenge in her first project since The Mandalorian. We can reveal that the actress is set to star as a traumatized woman who hires a long hauler to track down an infamous serial killer. Interesting. Brief synopsis. We'll get to that in a minute because I've got some thoughts. The Hitcher and near-dark scribe Eric Red has written the script for the untitled action thriller, which is based on his novel White Knuckle. The story follows a strong-willed woman who survives an attempt by serial killer trucker White Knuckle. Haunted by her encounter and the cops' inability to catch her tormentor, she partners with the trucker to end the killer's reign of terror. So it's based on that. It is based on that story. Now, again, we'll get to the synopsis in a moment. Also producing are Dallas Sonnier, who did Bone Tomahawk, and Amanda Presmick, Dragged Across Concrete of Bonfire Legend, and former Fangoria editor Tony Timpone. Actually, like, good people on board, in fairness. The Hurt Locker outfit Voltage Pictures is handling international sales. Quite good as well, actually. This is the project former MMA star Carano has been developing with conservative media company The Daily Wire, which has been ramping up its film ambitions. The team is in negotiations with the director and is aiming for a Q1 2022 release. That's a bit of a quick turnaround. That's a little bit concerning. Normal turnaround time for a film in terms of actual photography is like 12 weeks. But then you've got post-production, you've also got pre-production, you've got editing. I think that sounds a little bit ambitious. Q1 of 2022. It's not that long. But again, will remain. It does sound very ambitious. Anyway, the Daily Wire told us that it will release the movie exclusively in the US, so its members, to its members, while also making the movie available worldwide. Carano told us, I'm completely ignited to be creating this thriller with the Daily Wire and Bonfire Legend. I feel I'm exactly where I want and need to be at this moment in my life. It feels as if I have wings. That's nice. Like, that's good. I never wish any harm on anyone. I think that's positive that she's like that. The movie will be Carano's first since a series of controversial social media posts saw her turfed out by Disney, blah, blah, blah. But we don't need to get into that nonsense. We just don't. We absolutely don't. Now, Red's cult 1986 thriller Hitcher, starring Rutger Hauer, C. Thomas Howell, and Jennifer Jason Leigh, followed a young man who escapes the clutches of a murderous hitchhiker, but is subsequently stalked by the Hitcher and framed for his crimes. He most recently wrote and directed 2008's action thriller 100 Feet with Famke Janssen and Bobby Cannavale. So, let's get back to the actual synopsis, right? Because I do have a few thoughts on this. Great for Gina Carano, absolutely bang up. No worries. Fill your boots, love. Go. Spread your wings. I don't know if this is the movie for her. Now wait before everyone hates me. She's a very strong woman. Physically, she looks very strong. She is very strong. Is it gonna? And in terms of her acting abilities, as good as they are, I don't know if she's gonna be good enough to pull off this traumatized woman. I just don't know. Is it going to be believable to pull off this? You know, I'm a traumatized woman that's almost been murdered by White Knuckle. That's my reservation right there. She has physical prowess. She's big. She is big. She's quite a muscular woman. She's quite broad. And I don't know whether it's going to be massively believable that she's taken on this, you know, she's traumatized and she's got demons from it all. I just can't see it. There was something else in here. Carano is producing, like I said. Now, the movie itself is said to be in the vein of Duel, Breakdown, and True Grit. Interesting, in the vein of True Grit. Film will take place in Tennessee, Utah, and Montana beginning in October. October, November, December, and then Q1 release. That's a really quick turnaround. So few reservations, right? Do you guys think she can pull off? Bearing in mind we've not seen her do a wide range of acting capability. Do you think she'll be able to pull off the traumatized woman? I personally don't. That's just being objective, right? I like her, but objectively speaking, I haven't seen her do a lot, and physically she's quite intimidating, or can be. You know, she will have that air, that sort of atmosphere around her. I think she'll struggle to pull off a traumatized woman because we've not seen her act that much. Secondly, big, quite tight turnaround. October, if they're going to do a 3-month average, because that is the average of principal photography or photography work, 3 months, that takes it to December. I think that's ambitious as well. But, hey, I wish the best for her. Is it a comeback? Remains to be seen. Remains to be seen at this point. There's lots of people touting that this is a massive comeback. I don't think it is yet. Like this is, we'll have to see. Because this could crash and burn because she's potentially trying to star in something which she doesn't have the chops to do. And that will be a massive dent in her career. But then, because she's producing, maybe that'll be it as well. Maybe she wants to do that. Who knows? But let me know what you guys think down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thanks so much for watching there, guys. Take care.